Hey guys, welcome to Kipoerneke's Corner. I'm back in Watcher of Realms at the moment, and I've got some background fights running, and I've done some of the dailies. Got some more to do, but I want to go and do some more of the Omen Queller because I noticed that today is the end of this version of Omen Queller, and it looks like we still have quite a few lucky bags that we can obtain. It looks like almost halfway to the number that I could potentially get. Don't know that I'll get that far along, but I'll try running through some of these and see how it goes. How far along I'm getting at. All right, let's go ahead and start now. Move this chat over a little bit so that I can see better what you guys type. All right, so we've got timely help for ever flourishing as our first fortune blessing. So, timely help says when selecting a low rarity potion, there's a 40% chance to obtain an extra 200 gold or one skill pick. It's pretty cool. We also have ever flourishing as the second one. That's refreshes plus 5 and increases overall damage by 5% with each refresh. Actually, both of those are really good options. I think I'm really not sure which way I want to go with it, honestly. An extra possibility of a skill pick from choosing a low rarity potion is pretty good. Maybe I think that's the better way. I think timely help is better. Getting this refreshes plus 5 doesn't really matter, but increasing the overall damage by 5% with each refresh is pretty dang good. I like both of these options. I'm going to go with timely help on this one, I think. All right, we're going to turn on ultimates down there so that they auto cast. Probably, if we timed the casts, it would do better, but that would require me to actually click the buttons at the right time. This could be problematic. Hey, OJ, how you doing, man? I'm going to try to go with light and dark for the most part. If that presents itself to me to be chosen. I don't know that I want to necessarily refresh to get it, but if I can get light and dark, I'm going to go toward that. OJ says, good, just chilling. Excellent. Chilling is what we like. All right, so with these options, I'm going to stick with the Spring of Sticks, which has utility and also damage potential. So I'm not going to I want to try to do this quite a few times, if possible, today, because I do want to try to collect some of those bags. So again, even under these circumstances, I'm not going to take too long, relatively speaking, to do it. So I'm going to refresh those so that I can get something a little bit better. We got a damage plus 30% over there, which is not bad. Okay, we can do Blazing Bolt quantity plus 1. That seems all right. Don't want to waste a refresh on that. We're going to kind of go toward potion is the word I'm going for. Potion heavy strategy. So I'm going to go with Blessing to get that 5% light damage increase since I am going toward light for every high quality potion that I grab. Getting it early in the game like this seems like a good idea. We could get damage plus 20% with that Spring of Sticks skill, I suppose, mastery. And then another Spring of Sticks one for damage plus 40%, overdrive 3, that is. Okay, with these options, I'm going to refresh it, use one of my 3 that I have available, and then I suppose I will go for the damage increase 3 here, increase damage of Spring of Sticks by 80%. So I'll be going for anything that increases overall damage or damage of a type. Or anything like that. We got overall damage plus 20% on the circuit for Big 3, so we'll go with that. But I'm looking for things that stack mostly. And that's where I'm trying to go with the pluses. It says increases, expands. It's got a plus sign. Those are all good indicators. I'm going to get all of these things across the board. With this version, with this Omen, can't ever think what this thing's called. I want to say Omen Collar, but that's not it. What is the name of this thing again? I forgot already. It doesn't take me long. Omen Queller. All right. So with Omen Queller, um, you end up getting some extra extra skills, I guess you'd say extra uh like light, dark, um, fire, ice, and physical. Um, you get more than just the four that you normally get in zombie invasion. So all right, let's see here. We'll go with the light damage, dark damage, attack speed. Actually, you do want to get, yeah, you know what? We're getting bonuses. We're getting stuff for choosing commons. So let's go ahead and do it. We got dark damage plus 10%. It can be like 400 gold or a skill choice. So, and there's an option, or a chance to get this. Sorry. All right, celerity 3 for that damage plus 50% there, damage plus 20% on circuit for grid 3. Even though we already have circuit for grid 3, we're going to get celerity 3, damage plus 40%. I do want to get fortune 3, even though it doesn't have anything that stacks. It has a chance to gain gold when from enemies, and that's the maximum ranking of that. So we're having that. Let's do the ultimate effect duration plus 10%. OJ says you can 2 times the speed, by the way. I just realized that today. I did not know that either. Let's go ahead and do it. There's no reason not to. That makes it all go a little bit faster. That's awesome. Thank you for that tip. All right. Now, I think, I don't love these options, but I'm gonna get lightning chain bounce attack plus 1. All right, now I'm gonna get overdrive here so that blazing bolt triggers every 2 seconds or something of that effect. What was that? During ultimates. I don't think that's actually gonna show on here. All right, circuit forbid 3 to get the damage plus 20% across the board. It's not looking lovely. We're not doing phenomenal because on wave 8 this is a little rough. Light of Thunder 2, but we'll see if it improves. Who knows? We got Spring of Sticks at the top, followed by Blazing Bolt, then Lightning Chain as far as damage dealing is concerned. Let's go with last 3 on this one. Okay, we don't have a lot of coin right now, so we're gonna grab that Light Master plus 1. Damage plus 20%. Okay. Let's go with executing monsters whose HP is below 15%. Divine Judgment deals 180% light damage to all enemies 1 time and executes low HP enemies. Cooldown 30 seconds. That's nice. We'll go with Blazing Bolt quantity plus 1. Okay, Hidden Myriad Blossoms grants 3 extra skill picks each time obtaining a skill fusion. That's very nice. Let's grab that. Okay, Goblin Market says, with each refresh, there's a 25% chance to increase item prices by 100% and a 35% chance to decrease them by 50%. Then we have Ever Flourishing, which you get 5 refreshes and increases overall damage by 5% with each refresh. We're going to grab that. Okay, Split 3 to get that damage plus 40%. Telling you, we're just not dealing enough damage here overall. Gonna get Celerity 3 again, decrease the Blazing Bolt cooldown by 0.5 seconds, and also increase our damage output, so should be okay. I don't love those options, and I've got an advantage for refreshing, so let's do that. Already got Fortune 3, and I'm actually going to refresh again. Okay, that's much, much better. Let's go with another Calamity 3 on that one. Doing terribly this time around. Let's get Circuit Halt 2. That ought to help with some of this situation out here. Not enough, unfortunately. Man, this is rough. Okay, let's do. What do we have here? I think I want to go with Smash 2 out of these options. Not really sure. Kind of like increasing the ultimate effect duration too, but we're going to go with Smash 2. All right, and then Ricochet so that we can get that damage plus 50%. Nowhere to run. Every hit triggers lightning chain split. Well, that sounds good. And then we merged our lights together. Okay, now we can grab some potions. I don't actually have any physical damage going on at the moment. So I won't grab that. I'll be a little discerning because I don't have that much to spend. So we'll do AoE damage, refreshes, and luck. And then we'll refresh this. We're getting advantages from refreshes, as you recall. So, got some good options here. Let's go with the AoE damage plus 30%. And hey, why not? Let's grab the refreshes plus 3. Okay, now we can get more things if we want to, or we can continue with the chain lightning that we have. I think I'm going to grab Blitz Slash. I feel like we got some things that kind of go along with that. We also have the opportunity to here to get the tornado, and I think I will because I've already got some dark. Okay, these things are okay. I guess I'll get the tornado effect duration. Let's do split 3. Overdrive 3. Okay, we're gonna do. Yeah, we're gonna actually do overdrive 3 again just to get that damage plus 40% across the board right there. Okay, let's do when tornadoes disappear, it deals 60% AoE dark damage once. I don't think we have a great setup going for the end. Won't do that well. But that's okay. We get Smash 3 here. Any amount further we can get toward those bags is a good thing. So, all right, we definitely want to grab actually all of these. That'll refresh it and give us some chances at stuff from getting the common potions. Let's get the light damage for sure. With 500 left, I think with that, and at our current level, I'm going to get the XP plus 12,000 and get some of those levels. All right. So let's take spread 3, AoE damage plus 20%, I think it said. Rage regen 3 to get damage plus 40%. Now I'm going to refresh this. Let's see. I'm going to refresh again. And again. Okay, let's take bounce attack 2, get damage plus 20%. Bounce attack 3, damage plus 40%. Let's go with spread 3 again for AoE damage plus 20%. Could have done the damage plus 30% to the left, and I might should have. But that's not what I decided to do. So, I'm going to refresh this. Let's actually go with celerity 2 cool down finger sticks a little bit faster. We'll do that again. Celerity 2. And then Nether Calamity 2 to get that damage plus 20% there. You're hearing a bunch of background noise there. Playing D&D in the next room over at Inscience Comics, the card shop here. All right, so we got Goblin Market again, or we have Lucky Money. Lucky Money obtains 500 gold or 100 gold upon each upgrade. Let's go ahead and grab that. Okay, I think this time I'm going to go ahead and get Burning Dark 3. It's going to only increase the dark damage plus 40%, but also had something we hadn't done yet on there. We have the opportunity to get both of these, the Blazing Bolt Potion and the Lightning Chain Potion. That seems like a very good idea, so let's do it. Let's just get both of them, and then we have a little bit left where we can get the attack speed plus 10. Let's refresh, even though we won't have much to get, we're almost out of gold. And let's get the XP plus 3,000. We'll get another skill choice out of that. Alright, so light damage plus 50%. Could do these, but I think I will refresh instead. So I'm getting bonuses for refreshing anyway. Let's do Overdrive 3 and get damage up by 40%. Okay, summons one extra tornado with each summon. Then we have Fallen Phoenix Rage. Summons one Fallen Phoenix for 15 seconds with cooldown of 30 seconds. We're on wave 22 out of 30 at the moment. Let's go with Overdrive 3 to get the damage plus 40% there. On wave 24 at the moment out of 30. Not doing spectacular. Overall, I'm not impressed with my current attempt. Alright, we have enough that we can get everything on this, so let's do it. Okay, now we'll go with luck and refreshes. And then refresh. Okay. We can get all of these items. And I think that seems like a fine plan. I have a little bit left. Let's get, unfortunately we can't get the light dark potion, twin nature. So let's get the critical damage up. I think, yeah, let's do that. And then skip. Alright, let's do Pursuit 3. Still not great, I will tell you. I'm getting slaughtered a bit here. Not phenomenal. Okay, let's get Blast 3. Got it. Did not even make it to the end. That was a pretty sad attempt right there. All right, well, got it to wave from that 29 anyway. I got one of the medium lucky bags and 11 of the small bags. Well, that's a dang shame right there. All right, we got Blazing Bolt was at the top of the damage. followed by lightning chain, then spring of sticks, then tornado, then blitz slash, which I didn't really have anything in. All right, let's consider for a moment. Yeah, obviously I made some wrong choices there. Let's see, quests. Eliminate 200 waves of monsters during the event. So we've got this brand new Omen Queller chat bubble here. Cool. Okay, let's try again because we are still lacking many a bag right here. Maybe we can do a little bit better than that. Who knows? Maybe I'll do worse. We'll see. All right, so we have Unstoppable Force or Extra Excellence. Unstoppable Force says significantly increases ultimate damage, increases crit rate by 100% during the ultimate. Interesting. And Extra Excellence says when selecting a high rarity potion, there's a 20% chance to obtain an extra 500 gold in one skill pick. I'm going to go that direction because, again, I'm going to try to go toward the potions. I'm going to try to do light and dark with side of physical. OJ says I've had the best luck with Spring of Sticks and Blitz Slash. Yeah, yeah. I like the dark. And the physical has done very well. On the zombie invasion, I have had decent luck with both light and dark and with fire and ice. In this, I've done different things, and I think there might be a few different combinations that are decent as far as I can tell. This fusing thing's pretty cool. Let's go ahead though, and I'm gonna try to go toward light dark and then splash of physical. We'll see. Alright, so let's get lightning chain next. Make sure to get our light component. I will get the physical next because it has presented itself to me. And I'll turn on the ultimates. Okay. I don't love those, so we're going to refresh. Now we're going to go with Punishment of Light 2. And then Cavalry Turbo 2. That poor old cavalryman was all by himself. Cavalry Combo 2. That'll help out. He'll have a friend now. Alright, Celerity 2 this time. Options here. I kind of like both Light of Thunder 3 and Circuit Forbid 2 very well, but I think it's a tough one, but I think I'll go with Light of Thunder 3 because we get the Blazing Bolt quantity +1 and the light damage +20. It might be overall better. Hard to say. We'll go with Overdrive here. Hey, Ruben, how you doing? Okay, we have a decent amount of gold built up. I think I will just grab all of these items here. And now we have 460 left. Let's, it's a tough one, really. We only have enough for a couple of these potions. Let's get crit rate +3% and refreshes +1. Okay, now I'm going to refresh this. Then bounce attack 3, maybe. Yes, bounce attack 3. Multi-impact 2 gives cavalry a 30% chance to deal double damage. Cavalry damage was 20%. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Then Celerity 3, Mega Cavalry 2, Split 3. Let's see here. Rubian says, I've caught up on the past few days. Congrats on your Akira and Saga. Thank you very much. And Rubian says, how you been? What's the drink tonight? Ah, let's see. This one is it's yet another coffee, believe it or not. Brown sugar coffee this time. All right, I think we're going to double the base number of cavalry here. How you been, Rubian? Oh yeah, Roger told me we can double time on this, and I forgot all about it already. It was that fast. Okay. What do I want to do? I think I'm going to refresh this page. I also don't remember if this is the one where I have the advantage for refreshes. I think it's not. I think that was the last one. How quickly we forget. Let's go with damage plus 20% over here. OJ's drinking coffee too. Ruben says, more brown sugar coffee. No wonder you stay up late all the time. You know what? Actually, caffeine doesn't really have an effect on me. Stay up late because I'm nuts. That's the real thing. Here's cavalry combo too. I it's funny because I'll drink a lot of caffeine and then I'll go months without drinking any. It's just the way I live life. Let's do overdrive 3 here. Increase the ultimate duration a little bit. All right, let's do ricochet to get that damage plus 50%. Once again, they're coming a little close to comfort already. Light of Thunder 2. It's kind of interesting because in this I find that I am sort of gaming it to do more damage at the end, hopefully, and less about trying to survive to the end. It's kind of interesting. What are we doing the most damage with right now? It's Blazing Bolt, followed by Cavalry Charge, followed by Lightning Chain. So I was interested in potentially getting this Fierce Impact 3. Deals 200% AoE damage when the cavalry hits the first enemy. I think I'm going to go ahead and get that. Even though I kind of want to get Circuit for Good too. But I'm going to get this instead. Okay, now we have a little bit of coin. Let's get Luck plus 12. Rage Restoration, and then Skip. How funny. There's Fierce Impact 3 again. Let's get Mega Cavalry 2 this time. Arabian says, oh, and congrats on completing the Pirates Invasion and the post content. It was fun watching you go through the different keys, and then you're like, wait, tags. Yes, tags. Yeah, it was interesting. I did think it was a fun thing. I haven't done the Nightmare version yet, but I do plan to do that at some point. Hopefully. Let's go with Cavalry Damage Increase 2 over here. OJ says, yeah, that was a fun stream last night. I'm glad you enjoyed it. It was interesting. Let's go with Blazing Bolt Damage plus 80%. Now we have Timely Help or Lucky Money. I think I enjoyed the Timely Help because that gets us either 200 gold or one skill pick, supposedly 40% of the time. You very quickly expect that. Out of those, I believe I'm going to get the Blazing Bolt quantity plus 1. deal with some more of those. Definitely got to do something. This is not pretty out here. Let's get split 3. The cavalry is coming along. We've got a good number of them. Let's make them bigger. Mega cavalry too. Gives us damage plus 40%. Okay, first 3 hits of the cavalry's fierce impact deal AoE damage. Sure, let's go through that. Legion Stampede. Every 6 activations of cavalry charge summons an extra legion of cavalry to deal 200% AoE physical damage. Sounds good. It's not looking good. It sounded good. It wasn't good. We have a lot of gold built up, so let's just go ahead and take all of these. Let's get a physical mastery, attack plus 60. Let's go ahead and get all this. Luck plus 4, refreshes plus 2. Now we have 660 left. Okay. Let us do attack speed plus 20% and luck plus 4. Let's get Rage Regen 2 here. Damage plus 20% on that. Let's take Blessing on this. When obtaining any high quality potion, additionally gain 5% light damage increase. And then we got nowhere to run. Every hit triggers lightning chain split. Got a skill fusion there. Now we can choose something else. I don't think that I really like those. Let's refresh. Let's take, okay. Could go with dark, but at this point, we're pretty invested in physical, so let's go that way. Hey, Cody, how you doing? Okay, now, do I refresh or do I take another new thing? I think I would rather concentrate on what I already have, if possible. So let's refresh. Okay. Let's see. What do I have? I can't see them anymore, so I'm not sure what I have in a way of multi-impact 1. Do I have it? Do I not have it? I'm not sure. So let's get Spring of Sticks. Oh, you got Calypso? Congrats, Cody. I've seen her in Arena occasionally. Okay. I think. Let's go with the Overdrive 1. It's got the word increases it, probably stacks. Alright, we have a little bit of gold built up. Not a ton, but a little bit. So let's get the Rage Regen potion, AoE potion, and crit potion. Do I have Fortune 3 already? I don't. Let's grab it. Did Kip open hers? Said did I open my what? You mean that 3 legendary guy? I haven't opened that yet. I was actually going to wait stream to do that. I got that from the event, I think. All right, proliferate 3. Yeah, I haven't opened it yet. I should do that after this maybe. Okay, now we're gonna get Cavalry Rampage 3. It's looking a little bit better now, so I think I finally made some good choices there. Okay. I don't want Meyer. slow them down, but I think I'm not going to right now. I'd rather get Mire 3 if I'm going to get more. So instead, let's increase our luck by 4 and convert 100% of luck into extra attack. Okay, how's our dark damage doing? It's obviously still very low at the moment. Um, hmm. I don't really know which way I want to go with that right now. I think I may just do. No, I think I just want more of these spring of Styxes right now. So let's go with Raise Your Edge 2 in spite of it. It might have been a better idea to go the other direction, but that's what I'm doing. We got Every Flourishing. That's the one that does refreshes +5 and increases overall damage by 5% with each refresh. But we're pretty far along in the game right now. We also have Unstoppable Force. Significantly increases ultimate damage and increases crit rate by 100% during the ultimate. I'm going to go with that at this stage of the game. Cody says, I've been really busy lately. I usually watch the VODs, but been slacking because of life. Yeah, that does happen. I understand. Okay, we have some buildup of gold, so let's get the XP potion. The single target damage +10. You know what? We're just going to get on again. Dark damage +20% and refreshes +2. Now we have 1,765 left. I definitely want the XP +600, attack speed +20. You know what? We'll just get all of it. Refreshes, damage. Okay, we have 715 left. What's our crit rate at right now? 17%. We're not exactly doing phenomenally there. Let's get the light damage +20 and the XP +6,000. And then skip. Okay, now we will do expansion 2 to get that damage +20 and expand spin of Styx's radius. Okay, we have plenty of refreshes to work with here. We could increase luck +4, but I think instead I'm just going to refresh and see what we have. We're on wave 21 right now, just so you know where we're looking. After 20 enemies killed, the cavalry permanently increases crit damage by 8% up to 500%. Now that's kind of important because we have the thing where during the ultimate we have 100% crit rate upgrade. So maybe we do want to go that direction. What's our crit damage? 180%? Yeah, you know what? Let's go ahead and go with that. Peruvian says, I didn't join last night because I was getting drunk watching the Michigan and UConn game, then playing poker. OJ says, I've been getting off work just in time for the stream lately. And Peruvian says, did you watch the game at all? The game. See, I'm so unfamiliar with conversation. Okay, so Michigan and UConn. So is this football? Is that the game in question? All right, so we have lightning chain and cavalry charge currently topping the damage. I think I'm going to go with the single target damage increase 3. So, basketball, NCAA basketball championship. All right, see, that's how little I know about this. Okay, could do the basic attack overdrive, or we could do Nether Calamity. You know what? We're doing Nether Calamity too. Yeah, I'm not super familiar with basketball or really sports in general. I have like a passing knowledge of things just because as a child I hung out in a comics and cards shop that dealt in sports cards, and then I continued to hang out in a different kind of comics and cards shop, and they occasionally talk about sports nearby. Let's get this basic attack rage regime 2. That seems fun. And then expansion 3. Irving says, Nether, good job. Yeah, that's what I do. Do all the goods. Right now, light is at the top. Physical is mixed in amongst it. I'm going to go with the light damage plus 20% of the circuit vault 3. And then we have the basic attack growth. No, we have the basic attack rage regen, which is what we currently have. I'm not loving the fact that I'm on wave 21 right now for picking that up, but I can increase my attack speed a little bit with that. I don't know that I have enough monsters left for that to be as worthwhile as I would like it to be. I don't know how many would be left. Still, it might be better than light damage plus 30. I'll go ahead and grab it. Rubian says, go for it. Why not? Yeah, sure. I think at this point it's too late for this blitz/luck. It says increases 30%, 30 points of luck. Each wave grants an extra 2 points of luck. Not sure I want to go with that. Blitz/mastery, every 1 point of physical mastery increases physical damage by 5%. Or blitz/celerity, all damage deals extra damage equal to a certain percentage of attack speed. Well, hey, I just happened to be increasing my attack speed right there. Let's go with that. Okay. All right, now we've got this business here. It's all for Spring of Sticks stuff. I think let's go with Overdrive. That seems to be going okay. All right. Again, we're already on wave 24. I'm not sure that it's going to be terribly useful to increase our gold at this time. And I already have Fortune 3 anyway, apparently. So that's good. Basic attack, splash 3. Basic attack does 45% splash damage to enemies around the target. That seems like a good way to go because we've been sticking some stuff into the attack speed and into basic attack. So, sure, let's do that. All right, if we, okay, we're 27, 21 gold. So, you know what? Let's get all of these. Blazing Bolt has a chance to trigger Lightning Chain. We got a Physical Mastery plus 1, Refreshes plus 2, and Attack plus 20. And then, why not? Let's grab the crit rate plus 3 while we're at it. Cody says, you guys pulling for the Graves guy? The Graves guy? Who's the Graves guy? I haven't noticed him yet. He's probably something on the loading screen. Not the loading screen, but the screens that pop up right when you start the game. I often don't notice those. Okay, we can do celerity, but we could do. Well, yeah, you know what? We're going to go ahead and do celerity because I want that overall damage plus 30. Okay. Now, none of these things are particularly exciting for me. I guess. I wonder, I don't know that I've ever tried refreshing the awakening skills. Let's try it and see what happens. Will it give me the same stuff? Yes. Yes, it will. All right. So, now we know. I guess we get Execution. Why not? And then we get Divine Judgment, deals 180% light damage to all enemies one time and executes low HP enemies. cooldown of 30 seconds. They're telling me it's a new defender, and he's supposed to be good in gear raid 3. Interesting. Oh, Ruben got his Gretchen in 20 agents. It's very nice. I must have gotten killed there. I didn't even notice. I was overlooking at the chat. Okay, so we made it to wave 30 and then died. That's sad. All right. Well, we ended up with only 1 medium bag and 9 small bags. Man, I'm just doing rough today. Lightning Chain is at the top of the damage at 53%, followed by Cavalry Charge at 25%, Blazing Bolt at 10%, then Spin Sticks at 8%, and Blitz Slash at 1%. Wow. All right. Let's try going a different direction next time. Cody says, oh, nice, I got trash and 110. Nice, it is. All right, let's try this again. Okay, we've got Ever Flourishing. That's a nice first pick. And then Flex of Destiny. Each shop purchase has a 70% chance to randomly increase one of the following attributes for 5%, or has a 30% chance to randomly decrease one of them. Attack, crit rate, crit damage, single target damage, or AoE damage. I avoid that one kind of like the plague, so we're going to go with Ever Flourishing. And that's about refreshes. I'm going to have to try to remember. We do have the refresh this time around. Okay, so I'm going to try the same theory that hasn't worked the last couple of times again. This time, Spring of Sticks is the one that started out. We're going to click on Ultimate so they start in. All right, so we got that. Let's get Blitz Slash next. Okay, now Proliferate 2, getting damage plus 20%. Gotta do Blazing Bolt next. So I'm just, you know what? No, I'm not. I'm gonna do Cavalry Charge next because we already have a physical. Let's go with some kind of a theme here. Now I'm going to get Overdrive 3. Damage plus 40% on that. And then Cavalry Combo 2. Ruben says, still want Valara. Now, is Valara the Tactician, or is that Valkyra or something like that? I get those two confused. To see them a lot in Arena. One of them is a tactician who moves forward a couple spots and does this pretty massive damage with that move. Celerity 2 for this one. And then I'm going to go with Nether Calamity 1. I just remembered I'm getting advantages for refreshes. I had forgotten this already. It takes me no time at all to forget something. Let's go with Overdrive here. Converts 100% of luck into extra attack. Luck plus 12. Yeah, let's do that. That may end up being good later. It's not going to be at this second, but later on, it might be. Boy, this is also terrible. Oh yeah, ×2 thing. Okay, let's do Proliferate 3. Maybe that'll help our situation a little bit. It's not looking great. Okay. We have 2,420, so let's get luck plus 8, refreshes plus 1, and then let's refresh. Then we've got, we don't have any light right now. I would like to get some at some point, but right now we'll concentrate on what we do have. So crit damage plus 10%, single target damage plus 10%, and we'll refresh again. Chance of dealing Winter's Bite, sure, let's grab that. And then, which one next? Crit rate plus 10%? Sure, better get that. And then attack speed plus 20. Eruvian says, cool shirt. Are you a skater slash surfer girl, or is it just a t-shirt? Man, it's mostly just a t-shirt and it fits, you know? Okay, let's see here. Probably want to do Spring of Sticks range next. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Expansion 3. And then, Cavalry Rampage 3. Yeah. Okay, Cavalry Fuhrer 3. I don't know if I've gotten that before, but it looks like it could be pretty decent. Let's go ahead and grab it. And then we've got, see, Meyer is on the board, and it's quite good for survival. And I obviously need to do a little bit towards survival, but also really like Celerity 3. So I'm going to go that direction in spite of the fact that Meyer would help me live better. Okay. Since we're going toward attack speed a little bit, I'm going to get the celerity here too as well. Here too as well? Man, repeat myself, super amazing. Arubian says, I'm not sure which one that was. He says, I like going with all the quantity plus ones. Yeah, quantity plus one is also good. I know, I agree. But I think I'm going to refresh these. But choices must be made, you know? I'm going to get basic attack quantity 3 here. Yeah, being able to cover the board better with your stuff is definitely helpful. Okay, I can increase 1 Spring of Sticks with each cast. I'm going to do that. Spring of Sticks is at the top of my DPS at the moment. Cody says, drinking anything good tonight, kid? Yes, it is a brown sugar coffee. Then we've got Celerity 2 again. We're going to get damage plus 20% and a little less cooldown time on Spring of Sticks. And then let's go with Curse. That gives us Domain of Sticks. Deals 150% dark AoE damage to all enemies, knocks back all enemies, and inflicts slow on them. Cooldown of 20 seconds. That'll help with the surviving situation as well. Cody says, sounds good. Yeah, it's pretty decent, honestly. Let's go with Cavalry Combo 3 here. And then, I think, Proliferate 3. Okay, unfortunately, we don't have quite enough to get that Spring of Sticks potion. I'm not sure that I would want to anyway. Often, you know, if the guys are beating on your fence too hard, it's often too late anyway. So I don't know that I would want to if I could get it. Let's get the dark damage plus 30%, crit rate plus 3%, and rage regen potion. And then skip that. Let's get Cavalry Turbo 3. Aurelian says, I agree, I don't buy that potion either. Yeah, I very rarely get that. The only reason I'll get it is if I just need to clear it and I have plenty of coins to spare. But really, it's not all that amazing. This is actually fairly tough. I like all of these pretty well. I'm going to, let's see, what's our luck right now looking like? I end up getting quite a bit of luck normally. I'm at 22 at the moment. That would increase it to 34. If I grab that, it would convert into attack, which, I mean, that seems okay. I think I'm going to go with that. All right, now, doubles the base number of cavalry, splits one time upon hitting the enemy, or knocks enemies back and reduces their defense by 50. I think I'm actually going to get Shatter, get some of that defense reduction going on. All right, we have Flux of Destiny, which I don't want. Unstoppable Force is the other option. Significantly increases ultimate damage, increases crit rate by 100% during the ultimate. That seems fine. Let's go with that. Got that last time. Didn't help me much. All right, here's expansion 3 that'll expand Spring of Sticks and its range and also increase damage by 30%. Okay, another Calamity 2 here. I think I got Cavalry Cure 3 last time. Let's make sure I didn't get it this time. I did get it this time, so I'm not going to get that again. Let's get expansion 2 instead. Okay, here's that Spring of Sticks is available. I think I'm not going to get it though. As mentioned, I'm not really huge on it actually. Let's get attack plus 40. And then, even though I do want the light potion because I do ultimately want to get some light, I'm gonna just refresh. That would probably be available later on. Let's get some physical damage plus 20%, AoE damage plus 30%, and refresh is plus 1. And we'll refresh again. Physical damage plus 20%. And then skip. Let's go with Cavalry Rampage 2. OJ says they don't really hit the fence in this one. Not unless, you're doing very poorly like I did the last couple of attempts here. They shouldn't be hitting the fence, let's just say. If you're doing it right, they shouldn't be hitting the fence. Okay, Spring of Sticks is doing the majority of my damage right now. So, in spite of the fact that we're already on wave 13, I will go ahead and get rid of 2. Just for the dark damage increase. Okay. I think I'll go with basic attack overturn 2. I'm really not sure if that one stacks in here. I don't know. I don't have it yet, but it says increases basic attacks damage by 80 during ultimate. I'm gonna assume it does stack, but the wording is a little odd, so I'm not really sure. We're gonna go with it. Okay, overdrive 3 on this one. For that damage plus 40%. Okay, 1880 to spend. Let's get the physical damage plus 30%. Luck plus 12 and refreshness plus 1. And then we're going to refresh. Let's get the physical damage plus 30% and then scale. Okay, Cavalry Combo 2 here. I think I got the lucky basic attack. I did. So it would just be luck that we're increasing with that, which converts into attack. So, yeah, let's grab it. OJ says it would be cool if we could use our items from the other mode in this one, like the mask and Dallas and stuff. Yeah, I mean, you don't want to make it too simple though, right? But having the options like that, I think they've got these other little choices instead on this one. I'm gonna go to basic attack quantity 3, I think here. Okay, we're on wave 18, so I think the split slash luck could be a good one for this point in the game. Let's do it. We got Crescent Blade, triggers every 16 attacks, dealing 100% damage to all enemies on the battlefield, and increases basic attack damage by 50% for a duration. Doesn't tell us what that duration is, just for a duration. And we fused the spring of sticks and that physical whose name I do not know. All right, let's see that. What do we want to get? We already have some dart, so let's get tornado. Let's go along with it. Cody says I'll craft my soulstone tomorrow. RNG scrutiny today. All right, so what we have, let's look and see if we have anything that's already got pluses to it. Doesn't really look like it. Done pretty well at not spraying from the gold. Let's go ahead and get lightning chain. We have a little bit of gold built up here, so we can actually get a few of these. Let's go with the Rage Regen, XP Potion, Physical Potion, and then we'll refresh. Attack plus 60. XP plus 3,000. Yeah, let's go ahead and get it all. Why not? Refreshes plus 2, and light damage plus 2. Let's get. Okay, let's get dark damage plus 40. Which dark damage is topping the damage at the moment. Let's see, Cavalry Turbo 2. And then Cavalry Turbo 2 again, I think. Yes. Let me look at this real fast. Yeah, let's do it. All right. Cavalry is low on the damage. The tornado is obviously new and therefore also quite low on the damage right now. I think I'm going to refresh this weirdly. That's what I'm going to do. Okay. I'm going to go with basic attacks with strike 3. Just a second. All right, there we go. We've got Lucky Money or Flux of Destiny. I don't like Flux of Destiny, so I'm going to get Lucky Money, even though it's late in the game for it. We're on wave 21 out of 30. Still have time to spend some gold. Okay, let's go with basic attack quantity 3 here. Okay, let's see. What's this looking like? Light damage is still at the bottom as expected. It's unlikely to really go up all that much because it's just not enough time for that to happen. So I'm going to refresh this. Okay, going to refresh again. Dark damage is pretty good. It's 94%. So sure. Let's take Burning Dark 2 here. Okay, Blitz slash potion, absolutely. Let's get refresh potion large. Yes, yes. And luck +4. And then let's refresh. Dark burn potion. Have I gotten that? I don't know. Let's get it in case I haven't. I wonder if I just recently got it. Doesn't matter. I'm gonna grab it. Grab that. Crit damage +20% and light damage +20%, even though it wouldn't matter that much. And we're gonna refresh this. Don't really want to get the medium potion of the burning potion. So let's grab the luck +4, light damage +20%, precious +1, and then refresh this. Dark damage +10%. Let's see. Physical mastery +1 and XP +3000. And then let's get we've got 20% of crit damage into extra attack. My crit damage is 180. Sure, that seems alright. Let's do that. Cavalry sharpness. Or wait, do I want to double the base number of cavalry? Wonder. And that may not be a terrible idea. We have quite a few. But now let's get more cavalry. Alright, then let's go with Burning Dark 3 to get that dark damage +40%. Legion Stampede, every 6 activations of cavalry charge summons an extra legion of cavalry to deal 200% AoE physical damage. Confirm that. And then I think I'm gonna do combo over here. Chance to strike twice for the tornadoes. The chat is saying they're saving up. Right. Saving up what? Saving up soul stones or saving up? Oh, apex coins, maybe. I see. Okay, do we have Fierce Impact 3 yet? Don't see it. I feel like that did pretty decently. Deals 200% AoE damage when the cavalry hits the first enemy. That may be okay to grab. It's really low on the damage though. You know what? I'm just gonna get split to an increased damage across the board by 20%. That seems like a reasonable thing to do under the circumstances because Spring of Sticks is doing almost all the damage on you. Okay, we have a good build-up of coins, and we're on wave 28, so let's get the AoE damage +30%, XP +3000, and then refresh. I think I got the Dark Burn potion already. So, let's get XP +3000 and refresh +2, and we'll use a refresh. Again, XP +3000, and do I want to get the refreshness +3? It's pretty expensive. Is it worthwhile? Well, let's grab it. Get the refresh. And then we've got single target damage plus 20%, 28. Going to just refresh. Not too worried about the Winter's Bite at this point. We get our luck out because I think we've got some things depending on us having some luck. Physical damage plus 10% is worthwhile. So let's go with luck plus 12, physical damage plus 10%, refreshers plus 1, and then refresh. XP plus 3,000. Do I get the refreshes plus 3? It would spend most of our remaining money to do so. And I'm trying to remember if I have anything about getting high quality potions on this one and it doing anything cool. I don't really remember it doing that on this. I don't remember choosing that. Maybe I did. I'm going to just refresh. I think we only have 1,000 left at the moment. So, well, that's interesting. Converts 50% of crit damage into AoE damage. Do I want to do that? Let's get the dark damage plus 20%. It also occurs to me I don't have enough to do that, so it's fine. Dark damage plus 20%, certainly. Sure, dark mastery plus 1. Let's do it. And then skip. Attack speed plus 40. Seems good. But you could also get damage plus 20. Where are we at right now? Okay. Let's go with expansion 2. Get the damage across the board plus 20. We've got 2 different options here. I think I don't love them. Let's refresh. Okay, we've got 2 different things that can do damage plus 20. I wonder what we already have on here. On hitting a target, so we have split 2, and that's all we have on lightning chain at the moment. So let's get circuit forbid 3. Peruvian says kept turning into a pro on this. I'm just taking a minute longer than I'm choosing things than I usually do. Because normally it's like midnight when I start something like this, and now it's only 11:30, so got a few minutes longer than usual. All right, we got 2010 coins. Let's go ahead and get. Actually, all of it looks good on this screen, so let's do it. We won't have much left, but we'll get our dark damage up. Yeah, you could think we're on wave 30, I think. So on the last wave, let's get attack plus 20, and then refresh. I think I get some kind of bonus for refreshing, so I'm going to use all my refreshes this time. I believe. Let's see that. Light damage is tiny over here, so I won't bother with that. I think. Let's get the XP, and then refresh again. Don't need those. You can get attack plus 60 though. And that's probably a good idea too. There's so many things depending on attack. Then refresh. And I wonder if I want to use all of them right now, if I want to save back one just in case. I might want to save one. So we'll do 3 of them. And hey, there's an attack speed plus 10. Sure, grab that. And then skip and move that. Everyone says, ha, but the cavalry potion in there back to back. They're messing with you. You didn't have to go, yeah, that's right. Okay, let's see. Increases tornado effect duration, lightning chain damage plus 60%. We're, you know what? Let's use that final refresh on this. Okay, let's do Rage Regen 3 here. Okay, so now we're on the point rush mode of this. And so that's just we're going to do as much damage as we can in 1 minute. And in reality, it's in 30 seconds since we've got it on times 2 mode. Not doing phenomenally here, but it's good enough. Get a little better anyway. Alright, so we completed that. We got 2 of the large bags, 3 mediums, and 12 smalls. And then it's just Spring of Sticks did 93% of the damage there, followed by Blitz Slash, then Cavalry Charge, then Tornado, then Lightning Chain. But 93% is pretty huge. Arabian says you only got 1 merge skill on that one, right? Yes, I believe that's correct. I know Jay says that was a good run. I believe you are correct. All right, so we still haven't even gotten all of the lucky small bags that we need. But I believe Cody was mentioning that I have something in the storage claim. But first, let's stop in with Peru real fast. He doesn't have anything interesting. By the way, I found a smart purchase button on here yesterday in the Korner Association. If you haven't seen it yet, definitely check it out. Because you can click it, and anything that you have on your smart purchase list will come up, and that way you don't have to have eyes, right? Vision is no longer necessary for this screen, which is phenomenal. So you come over here to the little gears where it says purchase list, and you can choose which things you want to show up on that when you click in with diamonds, to buy with diamonds or to buy with gold or gold. And I very much recommend that we do that. All right, back out of there. OJ says it's hard to hit that full 10K. I don't know what my highest is. I don't know. Maybe we can see in a moment. I think there might be a button for that. Irvin says it's my new favorite button. It's a great button. I really like it. Okay. To storage before I forget. Material maybe, right? We've got something here. Oh, okay, I have a couple of these mystery demon chests. I may as well open them. I've gotten them recently. So we're going to get some kind of demon when we open this. Let's go ahead and do it. Going to use both of them. Let's see what we have here. Alright, so we got some guys. It didn't actually let me click on them, so I don't know what they were, but we got a couple of demons. I'm sure they were amazing. What's this? Advanced Refining Crystal. A crystal possessing the power of nature can be used to refine ancient, mythic, and variant mythic weird. Change the stat of one selected secondary attribute. That's not what I'm looking for. How about this chest here? Select and get one of the following spirits. Included spirits for cultivate spirit. Okay, so you can get any of the spirits times 200. I don't really know exactly what those are used for because I've forgotten. I know that I looked into it one day, but unnecessary at the moment. I have a bunch of these things. What am I looking for? Is it this box? That's an emote thing. How about this one? Okay, let's save me as. Not sure. Maybe this thing. Nope. That's a skin voucher. Gear Ascension material. We already looked at that one, I think. I'm on the right page. That's great. Orange. Mark Scroll, he says. Mark Scroll. There's something. What's this thing? Ah, that's just W gold. Alright. The yellow card is the free legendary. Yellow card. Let's see what's on this yellow card. It says Hero of the Year. Maybe it's this other card. No, that's put clear tickets. Yellow card. It's tough. Oh, here's... No, we already clicked on that yellow card. Here's another yellow card. Hey, we made it. Alright. Legendary Hero Pact. Get one random hero from the following. Legendary Lord Heroes are Raka, Morrigan, Twin Fiend, Venoma, King Hearts, Torador, or Leia. And then just regular legendary heroes it could be is Salazar, Valkyra, Cetrum, Kriya, Vasir, Regulus, Azor, Apsan, Nocturne, Shamir, Ziluz, Amara, Calypso, Croc, Kai, Brokir, and Orm. Some of those I haven't even heard of, so it's pretty interesting. Let's go ahead and use it and see what happens. OJ says Torador would be huge. I think he's seen him before. He may be a fighter or defender, right? He's a big old minotaur, I think. Okay, let's use this. See what we have here. Alright, we have here a cinematic screen. That's Nocturne, isn't it? I feel like that's Nocturne. I've had him before. Rubian says Nocturne. And Cody says, dang, A1 Nocturne. I hope that's a good thing. I have him. I think his big deal is that he has True Strike or whatever. True Strike? I think that's what it's called. So there's Nocturne, a 5-star mage from the Northern and Infernal factions. A recluse not fit for this world. The enigmatic Nocturne channels winged spirits to do his magical bidding. And I'm going to share that so that we can get these 50 diamonds. Cody says, I wish it was something new. Rubian says, I agree with Cody. Kind of wish it was something new. Yeah, you know, that's alright. It's one of those things. It was, you know, there was a chance, but alas, alack, you can't have everything in life, right? Alright, so, opened that, opened a couple things there, and then I accidentally clicked on the chef. Because, you know, I'm cool like that. Alright, now for background fights, we've got 9,870 gold, 1,500 XP potions, 7 of these singling fabric, 1 piece of, no, actually 2 pieces of gear, 40 Lost Legacy trophies, 40 Brave Conquest points, and 2 of those golden eggs. Not sure what I can use the golden eggs for at this point, because I feel like we may have already gotten all the things from there, but I'm not sure. Maybe there's a... Let's come over here and go to the egg hunt shop. Okay. So I'm correct. I've gotten all 1,000 eggs, and there's nothing more to do with those as far as I am clear. Let's come out of here. Hey Revenus, how you doing, man? I am having a good stream. Cody says check mail. Alright, I can do that. But first, Brave Conquest. Let's claim whatever we've got here. Looting gear pieces and meteorites. It is 50 auto fight attempts. I'll always take some more auto fight attempts. Never complain about anything when it's progress bars. Alright, check mail. Regarding Guild War bot stronghold issues, it says, Dear Commander, the issue where bot strongholds could not be attacked during Tier A League matches has now been fixed. I'm not sure what a Tier A League match is, but it's been fixed. We sincerely apologize for any inconveniences caused. Thank you for your understanding and support. Absolutely. I understood and supported all the way. And we got 100 diamonds for that. Very nice. Okay, now, I think I'm gonna run some background fights here real fast and spear them. I did actually do level 19 or stage 19 earlier. So that's kind of cool. Max this out, which max is just 1 right now. It's currently fairly low in stamina. And get out of there. And then I need to go back over to the defense side of the game and check on what's going on. We have the Lost Legacy ending. That is the one participating in Gear Raid 1, which is what I'm doing right now. Omen Queller. So this is the last day for this Omen Queller variety that we are seeing right now. Tomorrow a new one is going to start. No idea anything about it, but it'll be new and different. Also Magic Paint. If you haven't finished that yet, be sure to finish that up. I finished that the other day, so let's see here. Portal of Glory I haven't done. I'm going to plan to do a little bit more Omen Queller before the day is out. The Mortal Codex, let's check and see how that's going. We still have some time on that. That's good. But I do need to do some of these daily things. Claim the Tide Onslaught rewards 1 time. I'll just go claim that real quick without doing it. And I think I might going to click this skip button up here. Yes, very good. 44 legendary skill dust, 368 talent points, 38 epic skill dust, 12,000 gold, 85 stamina, 104 rare skill dust, and a few different demon shards. We've got Skeleton Soul Guardian, Elite Skeleton Archer, and Skeleton Mage items. OJ says, hey Kip, you should be able to forget T3, go forge, not forget. That would be different. Forge T3 gears that you unlocked gear dungeons. And Iridian says, oh yeah, good point, OJ. I actually did it, I think, with one thing, or I did something. It wasn't that. I discovered earlier something that was unknown in my bags. And it was an unknown weapon. And so I did a thing. Let's see if I can find the thing. It's a piece of gear. It's a staff of some kind. Let's see. It's colorful. Hold on, down here. Maybe it's down here. I don't actually see it. T3. This guy. This thing right here. I think. No. This may have been. This was obviously something that I made. That must have been that one that I made. Yeah, I don't know. Somewhere, I think there was a, I haven't done anything to it, so it should be 0 to 3. Maybe it's the only, is it, in here? One of these stuff. I have no idea. There it is. Found it. Okay. So it's a variant mythic gear piece. It was marked as unknown, and I had to go identify it in some window. It was a tricky thing to find it, but I did it. Arabian says Foundry should be open as well. Right, yeah, I think, I had gone here, and then I clicked identify, and I was able to get it, so it's pretty cool. Alright, I haven't done any forging of anything. I did see the screen, and I see that I have a bunch of these materials. I mean, I guess it's not that many materials. Let's go ahead and try some. We've got a button here that says forge by 10. But I think I'm going to forge by 1 because I don't know what I'm forging. So let's do it. See what we got here. Cody says, good luck. This is the big boy gear. Oh boy, big boy gear. Here we have an Astral Guardian weapon. It looks like all the other weapons. Alright, so it's got the Astral Guardian set. 2 pieces of it. Increase HP by 30% and defense by 15%. Okay. Oh, this is an exclusive one for Abomination. I have some other exclusive thing for Twin Themes that I got. It's an artifact, I think. I have. I don't know if I have Twin Themes. Maybe I do. I don't think so, though. Maybe not. But this one's for Abomination, apparently. It says after casting Boundless Endurance twice, increases the chance of basic attack, triggering charged attack by 10%, and boosts charged attack damage by 100%. So that's pretty. Rubian says it's the set bonuses that are much better. Yeah, I would assume as much. And of course, obviously, having this exclusive for someone is probably also good. Again, I don't know the abomination, so can't really say much about it, but it seems like it's probably cool. Let's go ahead and do the times 10 forge now that I know kind of what I'm getting into there. All right. Now, can we look at them? We can. Okay, so Wicked Vengeance, crit damage plus 40%, attack plus 10%. And this is another of the same set. These are all Wicked Vengeance's exhaust there. Then we got this thing, Light's Grace, healing effect plus 30%, rage regen plus 10%. This is another Light's Grace piece. And then we have Astral Guardian, HP plus 30% and defense plus 15%. Okay. Let's try that. Yeah, it'll probably help to get some of this gear on the folks. I would think. I don't know. You'll have to enhance it and all that. There's another Tales of the Smith running on Friday though, so I think that I'll wait until then and then enhance this stuff. Of course, it probably costs more gold to enhance this than than I have to even get it up at all, but we'll see. So this is another Wicked Vengeance piece. We already had one of those. This is another Wicked Vengeance piece. Then we've got a couple Light's Grace things here. And Astral Guardian. Okay. Exciting. Alright. And now we got a couple more of these we can forge. OJ says, now you can finally complete the set with the gear from specific. Arabian says the fabrics make the left side pieces. Alright. So from that we got the Astral Guardian. Right. And then another Astral Guardian. Cool. Alright. Let's go for these then. Forge 10 of these guys. Scales make the right, fabrics make the left. Okay, so what have we here? They're shiny. You see that? The Star Piercer's exclusive. So you get the Star Piercer's ring. It has Cataclysm. Upon landing a crit hit with basic attack, increases the hero's damage by 10% for 8 seconds, stacking it 5 times. And then if it happens to be put onto a Star Piercer, then anti-air damage is increased by 8%. It's very, very nice. That will come in handy. And it looks like we got 2 of those. One of them is for the North Throne. And let's see here. So is it the same thing otherwise or not? They both have Cataclysm. So the difference is the exclusivity bonus. For the North Throne one, it says when deployed, increases max HP by 10%. Well, that makes a lot of sense for the Northerners tribe. This is a morale ring. It has morale on it, as you might expect. We have 3 pieces of it. When on the field, all allies deal 4% bonus damage. Does not stack. Well, cool. Alright. Unshaken Will. When deployed, HP plus 20%. When attacked, recovers 5% of max HP. Triggers up to 1 time every 5 seconds. This is Hell's Lament amulet. It has Hell's Lament on it. We have 3 pieces. When your ultimate is triggered, increases damage by 35% and crit damage by 50%, lasting 20 seconds. And then that's also Hell's Lament, so this blue colored stuff is Hell's Lament. Tempered Will, damage reduction plus 15%. For each enemy blocked, increases defense by 5%, stacking up to 4 times? Does that make sense? Yeah, it's 4 times. Alright. And then Cataclysm. Bingo. Upon landing a crit hit with basic attack, increases the hero's damage by 10% for 8 seconds, stacking it 5 times. Alright, cool. Alright, let's go again. See what we got. Cody says decent gear. Origan says faction exclusive gear. You can still equip to anybody, just only the faction members get the bonus. Yeah, that's what I assumed from that. Okay, now we have a little symbol at the upper left of this ring here. It seems the Chaos Dominion. So I guess because it's exclusive for the Chaos Dominion. So it's again, we've got the cataclysm, and then we have the bonus, which is when HP drops below 50%, increases damage by 12%. Well, that certainly does make sense for the chaos folks. Alright, otherwise we've seen the morale thing. Unshaken Will, when deployed, HP plus 20%. When attacked, covers 5% of max health. Triggers up to 1 time every 5 seconds on that. We've got Tempered Will, we've seen before. Cataclysm again, and then Wings of Grace. I think I read that one earlier, but I'm going to do it again. Healing effect plus 30. Increases the attack of the hero and the ally with the highest attacking range by 12%. Orivian says that's a great piece, dang nice piece. Now we're referring, I assume, to this Chaos Dominion ring, because it does seem like it would be good for the Chaos folks, for sure. Alright, very cool. But, okay, and then we have a few more we can forge individually here. Alright, we got an Unshaken Will amulet. We saw that effect earlier. Let's go again. Erlong Shin's bangle. I don't have Erlong Shin, unfortunately, but if I did, by gosh, she would have a bangle. So it's got Cataclysm, and then exclusive for Erlong Shin, Howling Celestial Dog deals an extra 25% damage, and each of its attacks increase Erlong Shin's damage by an extra 4%. I mean, that sounds like it would be really good if she had Erlong Shin. Alright, let's forge again, see what we have here. Okay, this is exclusive to the Nightmare Council, which is speaking to me in a way that you may understand. It starts out, it's got Cataclysm, like all the rest. Exclusive for the Nightmare Council, basic attack has a 5% chance to deal an extra damage one time. Well, that's okay. That's interesting. I don't know. I think it'll certainly come in handy. I do have a little bit of a Nightmare team, so. Alright, very cool. Good to check all that out. Now, quests. We did the Tide Onslaught Reward Flame, and so now we can get our 1 stamina potion set. Rugged Joy says, seems pretty good. Yeah, I think so. I believe it is. Let's clear faction trial on any difficulty level 1 time over there. And we have some quick clears, so let's use those on these faction trials. We've got 10 Shelter Insignia 3s and 156 Hero XP potions for that. And then we'll go to whatever the trial of the day is. It's the trial of the Piercers. We'll just go back and quick clear that as well, because it is almost midnight. The time is running out. We got 6 Agility Insignia 3s and 156 Hero XP potions for that. Coolio. Let's pop out of there, and you know what? I want to go over to the Pantheon and see if there's anything that needs to be upgraded. But no, everything is good. Nothing needs to be leveled up there. Over in the quests, we have completed the faction trial, and therefore we get 10,000 gold, and we also have the box at the top for 35 more diamonds. Before one summon, may as well do that. And we've got Dagmar, the 3-star defender from the Northern faction. Mighty things come in small packages. Dagmar is a North Throne faction leader, able to greatly heal herself. Okay, so we performed our 1 summon. We're going to claim our 2 4-star psychic power shards for that. Level up heroes 3 times. Okay, let's come over here, and I think let's see if we have any quick star up. We do have some quick stars we can do. So let's just do this random guy up to level 3. And then we can claim that. It is a stamina potion set. Excellent. Alright, let's go over to Blue Root over here. He has for us this rare summoning pistol. Very nice. And look, I use the smart thing. It pops up with this window. And we can just click buy. If there were multiple things on the board, then it would all pop up in there. You could just buy with one click on those. Pretty cool. Definitely, again, definitely check into it if you get a chance. Oh, you know what? While I'm over there, I should go and grab the, okay, I already got it. Huge stamina potion. Good for me. Good. Did what I needed to do. How about the arena then? How's that? Let's refresh. And, it's not going to go very well out here. This number you see here is not accurate, although it's not far off. But my group is not, it's not phenomenal. I don't love it for this. I don't know which one. I think I have it set to the third group here, if they know. I'm not sure that it's the best group, but let's do it. Irvian says, where's your Yuri? I think I have Yuri in the second group here, but I don't know if I just don't have her spelled out the way up or what, but she's kind of underwhelming in this setup that I have. Gave it a go. But I think we're going to try this one and probably get slaughtered. But let's do it. May as well. Okay, they have hot suits and Mesa, so it's probably going to go really bad for me. But that's okay. This is Mr. Ramos from Canada. I forgot to tell you, and I think he has 387,000 some odd BP. OJ says there's a trick to timing her ultimate for arena. That's possible. I only tried it the one time. I didn't mess around with it after that. I was just like, oh yeah, that didn't work out. All right, here we have hot suits. She has gaslight burst. Deals damage to up to 5 enemies nearby, dealing 230% AoE damage every 0.3 seconds, lasting 4 seconds. Now you'll note I'm almost dead already, so it's not going swimmingly. Now they've put out a Nora, who has Worm God. She's got a dragon sheep that brings along with her. His name is Labor. When activated, Labor immediately deals 360% AoE magic damage to up to 10 enemies in range. Then, during the ultimate, increases Labor's damage by 150% and expands both its attack range and damage range, lasting 20 seconds. It's doom for us. Here's Dao Chan on their side. That's the Lover's Requiem. So basically, she has 2 songs she sings. One of them is a healing song, and one of them is a DPS song for the group. Alright, slaughtered there. Damage. Checking out the damage on the board, Hot Soup did 3,334,880, followed by Setrum at 2,659,560. Then it drops down to their arrogance over there with 1,144,110. I actually didn't even see their arrogance come out of there. I didn't, I don't know. It's probably not out for very long. So, sad times for me. Alright, we got 3 arena coins for that. But I definitely did expect to get slaughtered soon. It's no great surprise. Alright, so next attempt we can make would be at Bialy from Poland. Bialy from Poland, 388,613 DP on that guy. And his monsters are the same as his. So, it's autopilot. Alright, they have that girl whose name might be like Valise or something like that. And you have Dao Chan and Silas. Silas, I've seen Silas used a lot in this one. They tossed out Egil first, who has limitless shots. During the skill effect, each basic attack fires 3 consecutive shots to one enemy, each dealing 80% damage lasting 45 seconds. During the ultimate, the hero's attack range becomes unlimited, and her attacks no longer prioritize airborne units. Then they have put out Silas, who is Shadowfloat. Damage increases by 80%, and each attack becomes soul snapping that ignores defense and magic resistance of the target for 20 seconds. Third on the board, I believe, is down Chan, a Lover's Requiem. That's the one who switches between DPS and healing. And then they have Lunaria. Dark Moon Salvo means the power of the Dark Moon, shooting 5 Dark Moon arrow to a single target. Alright, so that was Bialy with 388,613 BP. Looking at the stats, we've got Setrum topping the damage at 1,154,800, followed by Silas at 1,095,670, and then Angel at 969,205. That's cool. Alright, we got free arena coins for that. Alright. Let's go back out of here. And we have the Elf Pass and Dragon Pass doing stuff. So, Elf Pass weekly quests, make 5 purchases in Black Market with the Dwarven Association. We claim that, and we get 150 elf tokens, which then levels us up, and we can come claim these Darkfall Gem and Finding Crystal rewards here. Now, these are things that are used to enhance the primary attribute of mythic or higher rarity gear, and this is used to refine mythic gear to change the stat of one selected secondary attribute, which is cool. Yeah. Haven't done any of that yet. The changing of attributes thing is not something I've experimented with at this point. Okay, let's see. What if we click on this? We've got quests over here I'd completely forgotten about. We have some things to claim. So, Clear Skull Flame and Brimstone at any difficulty 3 times gives us 300 million sterlings. Reaching a high score of 30,000 in a single Skull Flame and Brimstone battle at any difficulty gives us another 300 sterlings. And then reaching a high score of 60,000 in a single Skull Flame and Brimstone battle at any difficulty gives us 500 sterlings. Okay, I do need to do the Nightmare mode of this. I won't be doing that tonight, but I do need to do it at some point. Down here, complete 12 event quests and gives us 600 gold doubloons. There is a store over here, shop, and so we have 5,000 of the sterlings and 5,800 of gold doubloons at the moment. There are quite a number of choices on here for where to spend those. This is Mechcore, which is for Akira. It's her artifact. And I did get her, so I'm going to get this artifact as well. Let's grab that real quick. Okay, so now I can use that to enhance the one that she has, which is cool. And I haven't tried her out in the... I've put her in the Pirate Invasion thing. But I haven't tried her out in, like, the arena or anything like that yet. OJ says this event was really fun. I think they did a really good job on it, yeah. Alright, so, now, I could get a number of different things. There's the chat bubble thing in the avatar and the avatar frame. There's one legendary skill crystal that you can get for 2,000 of the doubloons. Let's see. For the Royal Doubloons, that seems to be what you use for most of this stuff. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'll lean toward getting the legendary skill crystal, and then the summoning crystals, probably. Yeah, I think I'm going to definitely get this skill crystal here. Those are hard to come by. Grabbing that. Still leaves us with another 3,000 I could use 1,000 on rare summoning crystals and still have 2,000 of those left. And there really isn't a whole lot of different things to spend it on, so let's go ahead and get the rare summoning crystals. And then I'll just hold on to the rest of it for a moment. Let's see. For the gold doubloons, I definitely lean toward getting these guys here, the ancient summoning crystal shards and the diamonds. But shall not do it tonight. Get quests over here, make 3 purchases in the event redeem shop, and that gives us 300 more Warrior Sterlings, and then make 10 purchases in the event redeem shop gives us another 500 of Warrior Sterlings. So the only other quest that I have to do here is clearing Skull Flame and Brimstone at any difficulty 6 times. So we've done it 4 times, and so I have to do it another 2 times. I think we get rewards on this. Looks like I still have any of the rewards on the map because I haven't tried that yet. So let's see, that's 1,350 gold doubloons left, and also 1,350 of the Royal Sovereigns, or whatever they're calling those. Which means, yeah, I could get quite a bit more of this with that much. I won't do it right now. It ends in 5 days and 2 hours. I do want to try to do the nightmare kind and see where we're at that point. Okay, we do have some stamina left over. Let's come over here and use some quick clears on stage 19. We have 8 quick clears left for the previous full day. And so I'll use one of these huge stamina potions I have laying around and do those. And then we ended up with 5 smoldering scales, 2 Korner spirits, 8 golden eggs, 160 lost legacy trophies, 160 grave conquest points, 1 tormented banshee demon soldier shard, 44,410 gold coins, 6,048 XP potions, and a little bit of random gear. I know you guys like the shiny ones. When I see a shiny one, right there, it's like my gosh. Alright. I know nothing about it beyond that. It's a T1 thing, apparently. But look, there's some T2 things. A T2 Warlord weapon. And a T2 Immortal Warrior weapon. There you go. OJ says got 1 ancient piece. That'd be the shiny thing, right? Yes, shiny. Alright. Managed to notice that. Ergen says, oh no, just tripped and fell on my bed. Guess I better go to sleep. Good night, Ergen. Alright, so let's auto fight these guys. And then I'm gonna go try another one of those Omen Quellers before I call it. But first, we have the Elf Pass over here with the weekly quest. Obtain 1 piece of ancient gear from any gear raid, excluding gear dungeon. And so we get 200 elf tokens for that, which is leveled us up. Now this says augment artifacts 10 times, which apparently I have done a few times, 7 of them. I don't recall how, but I bet I can figure it out. Level rewards, we've got a couple of things here. We've got 30 sanguine fabrics and 100 dungeon pistols there. Okay, out of there, we come back over to events. And down here we have Omen Queller. Let's try to get a few more of these bags before we call it a night. It would be cool to at least get all of the medium lucky bags, but that may be, it's pretty much out of the question at this point. It's already 12:15 a.m., but let's give it a go. Okay, yeah, Flux of Destiny. I don't like that one. The other option is Extra Excellence. When selecting a high rarity potion, there's a 20% chance to obtain an extra 500 gold with one skill pick. I definitely prefer that of the options. So high rarity potions, we're getting advantages for right off the bat. Let's start the ultimates before I forget. Now, I'm going again to head toward the light and dark. The light is cool for the potions because it ends up giving you gold and interacting with gold in various ways. So I'm going to try for the light stuff first, since it was on there. Okay, now we don't have any dark on here, so we're going to go with physical next. All right, let's. Actually, I think I'm going to go with Smash 2 on this, believe it or not. Then Bounce Attack 2. All right, so kind of want Punishment of Blight 1, but I'm actually going to refresh and see if we can get some better options. All right, I'm going to do Light Damage Increase 2 to get that 50% light damage bonus. Then Ricochet, the damage across the board bonus, 50%. Yeah, this is a question. To get the Blazing Bolt quantity plus 1 or the light damage plus 50%, I think I'm going to go with the light damage plus 50% for now. Now, sorry, having a whole brainstorm over here. Which one do I want to do? Um, Actually, I think I'm gonna go with Celerity 2, Blazing Bolt cooldown, and then also the damage plus 30%. Seems like a good option. Um, Going to refresh this, see if we can get something better. I don't know if this is better, but we'll take the damage increase, Blazing Bolt damage plus 80%. Okay, get to the potions now. So, let's go with crit rate plus 10%, enemy damage plus 20%. You know what? Let's just get all of these things. You're getting some kind of a bonus for getting the high quality potions. Don't remember already what it was. Uh, but we're getting something for it, so I think I will get the attack plus 40 here. And one skip. Okay. Converts 100% of luck into extra attack, luck plus 12. That's really good. Pursuit 3, damage plus 40%. Bounce attack 3, damage plus 40, and my ancient bounce attack plus 1. Um, hmm. Going to refresh this. And refresh again. And go split 2 here. We're going to go with Blessing. When obtaining any high quality potion, additionally gain 5% light damage increase. Goes along with our potion buying. Every hit triggers lightning chain split. Okay. I'm going to take the single target damage plus 40% here. And then smash 3. Already getting a little too close to the fence for comfort. All right, gonna go with the celerity 2. Definitely not doing enough damage at the moment. It's gonna split 2. And then let's do overdrive here. Have blazing bolt triggered every 2 seconds during the attitude. Okay, we're up to 769 gold at the moment. Let's do luck plus 12, crit rate plus 3%, and restores 5 rage per second. Actually, still have some left due to getting some money back on. Do I want to save it? Yes, I want to save it. Okay, let's do smash 3 or see, I already have the some of that. I would get the blazing bolt crit rate plus 10% and damage plus 20% if I get that. You know what? Yeah, let's do that. Okay, I'm going to refresh this and then circuit forbid 3 here. Light of Thunder 3 on that. Let's see what the damage is looking like at the moment. Lightning Chain's dealing 50 or 48% now. Blazing Bolt 37, and then Blitz slash 15. But either way, not dealing enough damage at the Goblin Market is not super exciting. We can do it, I'd rather not. I think Unstoppable Horse is the way I'm going to go. Increases crit rate by 100% during the ultimate. Punishment of Light 3 here. I'm just doing pretty horribly overall at the moment. Like wave 11 and they're already at the gate. It's terrible. Rage regen 2 on this route. And then we're gonna do shop. I never do shop. Gonna do it anyway. Divine Judgment deals 180% light damage to all enemies one time and executes low HP enemies within 30 seconds. And that combines my 2 lights. Fuses them. Alright, so now we have Cavalry Charge, Fireball, or String of Sticks up here. I already have one of the physical things, so let's get the other physical thing to go along with it. We can get Blazing Bolt potion and continually be triggering Blazing Bolt. That seems like a grand plan. And we could also get a physical mastery +1 and refreshes +2 here. Let's refresh. I don't want to get the medium potions of those. I think I will get refreshes +1, and then I'll refresh and see if there's one that I want. Yes, I think so. I think I'll get the crit damage +10% and then skip. Okay, so we've got Tornado, Spring of Sticks, or Frostbolt here. I'm gonna go with Spring of Sticks. We're on wave 12, so there's a chance that we could put a little into it by the end. This is the right time to get Reaper 3. It's every 40 enemies killed across all skills increases Spring of Sticks damage by 10%, stacking up to 150%, and it also increases dot damage by 20%. So I think let's grab that. All right. I'm going to refresh this. Maybe we'll get something a little better. Not so much. We'll try refreshing one more time since that's how many we have left. And I want the initial cavalry quantity +1, so that worked. Let's go with Blitz slash. You know what? Maybe not. I don't think we're laying into heavily to the physical at the moment. So let's do cavalry surge. Yeah, try that. Okay, we already have Reaper. That still could get it again just to get that dark damage +10%. Dark damage is super low at the moment, though. Do I have cavalry fewer at all, I wonder? Let's see. I don't think that I do. I don't. So, I guess I could get that. I don't really like it a lot. Yeah, you know what? I may as well get another loop or two. It's fine. We'll at least increase the Spring of Sticks damage. That may be better than going with the low-level cavalry surge that may very well get overwritten. I think it might be better than turn. Okay, let's do split 2 here. I don't think we have cavalry purer yet. Definitely don't. So let's grab that. Okay, we have a good bit of coins saved up. Well, let's get a large attack potion and a crit rate +6%. And we'll go ahead and get both of these. I don't really want them, but it's the only way for us to essentially refresh this. Have a shot at some other things here. So we can get you know what? I think we're going to get the refreshes +2 this time. Okay, cavalry cooldown -1 second would be good. Let's grab that. So you can see how this is going. Not great. The light is still definitely at the top of the damage being done. I'm starting to get to my fence here, which is not wonderful. Let's do Circuit Vault. Increase light damage plus 10%. And it also deals more damage to those who are closer to defense, which is just an added bonus of that. Certainly was able to knock some of these guys back, which is nice. Let's do base attack quantity 2. Still not looking fabulous over here. Starting to get a little bit of damage on the fence. Not so great at level 20. Alright, we have Cavalry Shearer already. Don't want that again. Not really loving any of this, so let's refresh. Okay, we can do Lightning Chain Bounce Attack +1. That ought to stack. We've got Flux of Destiny, and we've got Goblin Market. And I don't love either of them, but I love Goblin Market more than I do Flux of Destiny. So there's a chance that it'll increase my prices by 100%, and there's a chance that it'll decrease them by 50%, and then there's a chance that it won't do anything at all. So let's get it and see what happens. All right, we have 3107 coins. Let's get all of these things. So attack plus 16, refreshes plus 3, XP plus 3000, and AoE damage plus 10. Now we've got half price stuff, which is nice. That means I'm going to get all of these things as well. Just going to go across the board here, get all of them to make that refresh. That also refreshed into a half price thing, giving us a nice amount for our lightning chain potion here. And then we can afford a couple more things. What's the damage looking like? Okay, light at the top of the Blitz Slash, then Scream Sticks and Cavalry Charge. I think we'll do the dark damage plus 20% and the XP plus 3000 there. And then we skip. And we can get some stuff here. And we're on wave 21 at the moment. So let's get light damage plus 20% here. And then we'll do damage plus 30%. We got a damage plus 40% there. And then I think I'm going to go ahead and refresh. We'll get, do I have, yeah, probably going to have circuit for victory. So, since two things give damage plus 20%, we'll take the Cavalry Turbo to OJ says he's got to call it a night. Have a good night, OJ. And then we'll do basic attack quantity 3. Cavalry Rampage 2. Light damage plus 50%. And then let's see. I wonder what I did with the luck this time. I don't actually recall, but we don't have too many waves when we remember to go. So that probably wouldn't be the right way to go. Can convert 20% of crit damage into extra attack. Let's see, 160 is not great. We'll Or we could have basic attack split one time upon hitting the enemy. Let's do that one, I think, this time. This is not looking good at all. Getting slaughtered over here. Fence is going down. That helped, but still, rough stuff happening. Might be making a bit of a comeback after all that stuff. We'll see. I don't know. Not feeling super confident about this situation. And we're a little ways away from the level, so it could be bad. Alright, we made it. So, let us do... Man, this is a tough one. I already have Lucky Basic Attack 3. So it would just add the luck plus 12. Let's do Cavalry Rampage 3. And get damage plus 40% on other things. Okay, we have some gold to spend, but right now everything is twice as expensive, so let's refresh. Now everything is a normal price. Let's just grab all the things there are here. Half price, we want all that. Another half price. And all of those look good. Okay, we've got normal price here. I don't think I want to get the freeze potion right now. Otherwise, I'll get the rest of this, or at least, okay, I get the XP plus 3,000 and the attack speed plus 20. And then I think I will refresh and see if I can get something else here that I want. And I definitely would. Each dark mastery increases light damage, each light mastery increases dark damage. Do I want that at this point? Only get very little non-things here. Yes, I think maybe I do. I'll grab that. And then skip. We've got Blast 3. I think that's a good way to go to get that damage plus 40%. Don't think I want these things. I think I want to refresh. Do I have Fierce Impact 3 yet? I do not, so let's get that. I don't have a lot of cavalry, unfortunately. This is barely holding our own here. It's pretty bad. On wave 27 at the moment. We got a boss coming in. Wave 28. Okay, let us get Celerity 2. And then, let's see. Let's do, hold it. So Spinistix is the bottom of the damage dealers at the moment. It's not great no matter how you look at it. I guess I could do, let's do Overdrive. Let's get some more of them out there on the day, at the very least. Okay, we built up a good bit of gold again. So you can just get a few of these guys here. And then let's see, do I spend the 500 for a refresh? I think I don't. Let's just select this one. We're at 29 right now. Now it's doubled our amounts. Maybe I should have gotten fresh again. Now we've got half as much cost. So let's grab, I suppose, all of these things. Yeah, I think get them all. Now I wonder if it might be a good idea. Might be a good idea to use another refresh. We only have 1,784 left. So I wonder if we try refreshing into a half price situation. Even though this has some good stuff on it, it might be a good idea in some ways to do that. I really like the XP plus 12,000. So that would give me at least one skill choice. And I think there was some benefit to getting high quality potions. Let's grab that one. And then refresh. Okay, we did get the half price here. And it's a good set. So let's grab everything here. XP, physical damage, luck, and light damage. Now we have normal prices here. Do we go with them or not? That is the question. Physical mastery. We bring this up to 14 of those. Dark damage is almost useless because I'm doing so little of it. Luck. I think I've got some things converting from luck into something this time around. But I'm gonna just use a refresh again. Light Mastery +1. We got Dark Mastery +1, Luck +8, or the Winter's Bite stuff. We're gonna just refresh again. We don't want that, so again. Not great. We get another 12,000 though, which give us another level. And then some. Yeah, let's do that. And then, sure, let's try another refresh and see what happens. We got a double cost thing, and so let's use it the last one we have here. Might not have been a good idea. It wasn't a good idea, as it turns out, but let's go with it anyway. Okay, now, initial attack target of basic attack +1 and basic attack damage +10, or do you do the basic attack splash 3, which deals 45% splash damage to enemies around your target? You know, I don't think we have that yet. Let's check. Basic attack splash. Let's go ahead and get it. And then Circuit Forbid 3 and Proliferate 2. Basic attack overdrive 3 probably. Let's make sure I don't have it. I don't. So let's grab that. Okay, we can double the base number of cavalry. All damage deals extra damage equal to a certain percentage of attack speed. That could be good. All damage deals extra damage. What is my attack speed? Attack speed's 230. That's not bad. I wonder what the certain percentage in question is. Let's get it then. Let's get Blitz slash Celerity. I don't know what our cavalry are sitting at the moment. Definitely it wouldn't help a lot because we don't have a lot of the. So yeah, let's just go with Celerity. We got Crescent Blade. Triggers every 16 attacks, dealing 100% damage to all enemies on the battlefield, and increases basic attack damage by 50% for a duration. Confirm that. Let's see if we can survive this last wave. I think we probably can. Could be wrong though. They are powering up. And we're a long way to the next level here. I think we've got them. Oh, we get to buy more stuff. Ooh. All right, let's see. We don't have any way to refresh it. So we may as well just use it all, right? So this will be the last hurrah anyway. That's highly unfortunate there. Um, what a shame. I suppose we can get the dark damage just 20%. Won't do us much good, but sure, let's do it. Skip. It's not gonna go very well after. Oh, hey, you haven't had this 2 times thing turned on the whole time. Man, how sad. Alright, we got just a little bit of time left on this. Not doing especially well, but we got a couple bags in here of the large variety. Technically. Got 2 of the large bags, 7 of the mediums, and 9 of the smalls on that. 5,003 battle points. Rough. Lightning chain did the most damage there, 58%, followed by Blazing Bolt, 27%. Then Blitz Slash at 7%, Spinning Sticks at 4%, and Cavalry Charge bringing up the rear, as it were, at 2%. How much of a charge is it? Okay, so we're moving along in the mission here of getting the bags. I think I can probably do another one if I can remember to turn on the 5-2 speed thing here. So first and foremost was to remember to turn on ultimates and then remember to turn on the speed. I don't love the goblin market. Let's get the extra excellence, which will give us, when we select a high rarity potion, it gives us a 20% chance to obtain an extra 500 gold or 1 skill pick. Extra excellence. We turn on ultimates and turn on the 2 times speed. Now, I'm going again to try the light and dark things physically. Okay, so with that in mind, I'm going to refresh this and go with lightning chain. Then you've got string of sticks. We'll go with punishment of light 2 right now. Now that's kind of rough. I'm going to refresh. I'm going to do celerity 2 out of those options. Circuit forbid 2. Bounce attack 2. And then ricochet. I don't like those very much either, so we're gonna do another refresh. Let's see here. Let's go with bounce attack 2. I suppose circuit halt 2. And now we're at the potions. Let's do crit rate plus 10, refreshes plus 3, and then use one of those refreshes. Let's get another 3 refreshes. And then, some hard call here, what I want to do next. I think I'm going to get, hold on, let's see what we're looking at. What do we have right now? We currently have 0 AoE damage and 0% AoE damage rather, and 0% single target damage boost on. Let's do checking through here to see what we have going on at the moment. I think single target. Let's do single target plus 30%. Then let's go with Rage Regen 2, Celerity 2, don't like those very much, so let's refresh. Let's go with Celerity 2 again. Could do, but no, you know what? I'm going to switch. I'm going to refresh. Let's do Light of Thunder 3, Overdrive 2, and then Blessing. So when we obtain a high quality potion, we gain 5% light damage increase. And every hit triggers lightning chain split now. That was at 10 light masteries that we got that. Let's go with Circuit Vault 2. And let's see how things are going. Alright, Blazing Bolt is topping it. Let's do Celerity 2 here. And Celerity 2 again. Smash 2 here. Falling up on the gate already. Wave 10. Alright, we've got some to spend. We can get light damage plus 10. Dark damage plus 20 refreshes. We can do both. May as well get the attack plus 60 and the refreshes plus 1. Then skip. Expansion 2. Celerity 2 again. You must be pretty fast on that blazing bolt at this point. And then I think Curse, maybe. Yes, we do Curse. Nether Calamity 2. And then Lucky Money here. Definitely falling up. It's not great. Okay. Could increase the blazing bolt's quantity. But I'm gonna refresh and see if we can get something better. I don't know what it did. But I'm going to get Rage Regen 2. And let's try more triggers of Blazing Bullets. Bring the ultimate of this trigger every 2 seconds. Let's do Circuit Halt 3. That ought to help with the current build that group helps. Or maybe not. Who knows? Oof, it's looking bad. Do light damage plus 30%. Sure, you can do that. Yeah, we get killed on my Flu 16. It's gonna be an abysmal failure. It's rough. It's a shame. Well, let's see. What ought I to do? I could. Okay. Let's see. What do I have here? I already have Circuit Forbid. I already have. Yeah, none of it looks great. I'm gonna refresh. Yeah, let's do for the freight 2. It's not really gonna matter because they've got us on level 16. Alright. That was unfortunate. Well, I guess we had 2 little bags. Oh man, what a mess, huh? Alright. So, Blazing Bolt did over half the damage, Springer Sticks at 32%, and Lightning Chain at 11%. It's terrible. Alright, well, let's try it again. This may be the last one, probably, because it is 1 a.m. currently. I probably should do the sleeping thing soon. But let's go ahead and go to bed. Okay, I'd rather have the ever flourishing than the spin to head. Because spin to head pauses your golden XP for 60 seconds. Randomly obtains 2 blessings. It's kind of neat. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure. I've never tried it. But with ever flourishing on the board as the first option, I think that's the way to go. Refreshes +5, increases overall damage +5 with each refresh. So let's grab that. You can encourage to use refreshes. Let's turn on the ultimates and the by 2. Okay, so I should go with Lightning Chain again. And then Blazing Bolt. Went so well last time, after all. And then Spring of Sticks. So it's the same field layout as before. Let's go with Proliferate 3. Overdrive 2. Celerity 2. And now let's refresh. Let's go with Flight of Thunder 3. And then refresh again. Light of Thunder 1. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do Net. Let's see what we're looking at the moment. Okay, let's damage increase 2 then. do split 2. Fence is already getting hit. Alright, we have a lot of gold right now, so let's get all of these things. Well, alright, let's get refreshes +3, dark damage +10, crit rate +3. I won't get the physical damage right now. I'm going to go ahead and use a refresh, which will be good for us as well. Let's get some more refreshes. Let's get some rage regen. And then let's refresh. Okay, light mastery seems good, and the freeze potion is also good, but we can't get both unless we're very lucky. So which one do I want first? I think I'll get the light mastery. Then we'll get another refresh because we're getting bonuses from doing the refresh. Let's do Light of Thunder 2. Overdrive 2. Bounce Attack 2. Celerity 2. And then Blessing for the potion time. Curse. And then we got Nowhere to Run. Everything triggers lightning chain splits. Okay, let's refresh this. Maybe. I'm sure there's some. Yeah, we're gonna do it. So we need to use some more. Alright, we're gonna do it again. And then once more, maybe. Let's do light damage increase 2. Let's get the Reaper while it's, the big one and the early game. Circuit for bed 2. About to start piling up on us again, looks like. We got Celerity 3. Okay, a little bit of points to use, which is good because this stuff is all expensive. Let's get the Light Mastery +1. Now, to get the refreshes +3, it moves single target damage +20%. You know what? Let's do the refreshes +3, and then skip on ahead. And let's use one of those refreshes. I think maybe, yeah, let's do it. And again. And then let's take the light damage +70. Bounce attack 2. And overdrive here. Okay, let's do unstoppable force on this one. And see if we can manage to not get killed quite yet. Who knows? Let's do light damage increase 2 here. The fence is getting beaten upon. It's a sad day. We have, okay, options. I'm gonna go with proliferate 3. Right or wrong, that's what I'm doing. Okay. It's a tricky one here because I like all of these actually. Okay, let's see what we have right. If we have any of these things. Now we do have bounce attack 2, which that doesn't matter because it stacks in all of the ways. Okay, let's get circuit halt 3. Just because that one doesn't show up as often as the others. Let's do overdrive 3 here, and increase the ultimate duration of lightning chain. Getting just smashed on this time around. So it's not great. Okay, got 2,290 gold to spend. We've got a bunch of refreshes we can do. Let's do grit rate plus 10%, and then let's refresh. All right, let's get grit rate plus 10%, and you know what? We'll do both of these. Restores 15 rage per second. And then, what do I want to do? Do I want to do attack plus 20 and luck plus 8? Or do I want to refresh? You know what? Sure, let's do it. All right, and then we skip. I have mixed feelings about this one too. We've got Lightning Chain is topping the damage by a good bit. Could do, I think I already have some bounce attacks going on because we've increased the number. Yeah, you know, I think I may do that. It seems like it makes more sense. Let's do Spin of Sticks. Reel down, minus 1 second. Yeah, seems alright. Doing enough damage there to be worthwhile, I think. We could do Execute or do Shock. You're right. There's quite a few blazing bolts going out. We've got 4 of them. Plus the ones during the ultimate. So, let's do Execute. We got Divine Judgment, deals 180% light damage to all enemies one time and executes low HP enemies. Cooldown of 30 seconds. Maybe I shouldn't have gone with Execute, so I was going to get that anyway. So those two fused. Now, we have something else we can pick up. I don't really want it to be these things, so let's refresh and see what we have for options. Could go the physical direction at this point. Don't know that I want to. Still kind of feel like I might want a second dark to go with the dark that I have. I don't really know why, but I'm gonna refresh again. Now, get the tornado, but we also have split 2, and that could be a good choice as well. So let's do that. Now let's refresh this. And yeah, all right. I'll refresh again. It really wants me to have that physical, so let's do it. Let's take Blitz Slash. We have a little bit of coin built back up. Let's take the light damage. Let's do, what are we at on crit rate? 28%. It's rough. Do I, in that case, want to Well, we're only on wave 16, so that could certainly go up between now and then. I will take the crit damage plus 30%. And then we shall refresh. More. That blazing bolt potion would be nice. Let's get the single target damage plus 10% and then refresh is plus 1. And we have enough to go ahead and refresh and try to get something else. Okay. Attack plus 40 or refreshes plus 1. I think we'll do. Let's do the refreshes. Because we'll have some things going with that. And it seems like a good plan. Okay. Let's do circuit flipper 2. Now we could get another cavalry, but we could also get the basic attack quantity increased by 1 of the grade things. So let's do, yeah, let's do it. Let's do that. And I like basic attack quantity too as well. Kind of need to fill that last slot because otherwise, they're wasting space here. We're going to refresh this. And that is much better. I definitely want the tornado. May not have been a good idea. I'm not sure if I'm going to physically at this point, but I feel like I've got a good bit in the dark damage increase here. So, all right. Now, let me have an attack speed. We have 150. That's not really phenomenal, but it will increase our attack speed to 20. So that'll be 170. That gets 25% converted into physical damage increase. I don't know. I'm not sure that that's really the way to go. Could do blazing bolt. Hold on. You know what? It's okay. Let's go for it. All right. We have a decent amount of gold built up again. Let's take. I think let's take all of these things actually. Let's just go ahead and take it. All right. Now we've got a darker and potion large. We got light damage, we got single target damage plus 20%, and we've only got 600 points to work with. So, let's just stick to the light potion and the single target damage plus 20%. And then move on. Let's get punishment of light here. Let's do split 3. 100% of luck into extra attack. We'll have 8 luck to increase it by 12. Tornado we barely started getting, so we don't really have anything to do with that. We can go for the lucky basic attack too. We still have some time. We might get some luck between now and then. Let's do blitz slash celerity because I don't have a lot going with the blitz slash overall at the moment. It's a little bit late for some of this stuff, but I think we're going timely help here. We've gotten a few bags already, so that is the goal of this anyway. Okay, let us do refresh on this. And then Stores 9 rooms with each basic attack. That's interesting. I wonder, which way do I want to go? So we could increase light damage by 10% over there. And light damage is at the top. So, I think the other option is we get the basic attack rage regen 3, which is nice. But I think I will go with Circuit Halt 2 nonetheless. Okay. Really late in the game to get the Reaper 2. I think I may already have Reaper at some time. Nope, I don't. But I don't know that I want to get it now. Maybe I should, but it's 40 enemies and we're on wave 23, or so I feel like that time has kind of passed. And that I want to just get the damage plus 20% from Blast 2. Getting our wall beat down a little bit there. Get a good bit of gold built up. Let's get the refreshes and the XP and the luck. Do I get the Dark Mastery +1? I wish I could see what a Dark Mastery is at. Alas, it is behind this, and I can't see it. We're at level 9 on the Spring of Sticks, and level 1 on the Tornado, however. To spend or not to spend? I think I will just refresh. Okay, that was probably a good idea, because now I can afford to get the Lightning Swing Potion and the Glazing Bullet Potion. So let's do it. Let's get both of those guys, and then skip. Alright, so do I have Circuit for Grid 3? I wonder. It's hard to say, so we can't look at it. That's the worst part about this fusion business. You know, it's down in there, and I can't see what's going on. It's a problem. Let's play it safe. I think I do have that already. So let's go with Nether Calamity 2 here, because I know that stats. Let's do Infinite over here. Okay, let's do Wind Force 2. We're beating up on my wall pretty heavily at this point, which is not great. Well, I think we're not gonna make it, guys. It's a sad day. It's wave 29. Man. Alright, we got one of the medium bags, I guess, and 11 of the small bags. And we have a buffering situation. So no bueno. I think it's come back now. Don't know what happened there. Alright, so I'm going to refresh this page here and see if that helps. Okay, now, looks like Blazing Bolt topped the damage at 46%, followed by Lightning Chain at 45, Spring of Sticks at 6, Blitz Slash at 2, and then Tornado, was virtually useless. Came in so late. So, complete this. And let's see. Do I want to try another? It's just the question. I could try one more. I almost have my lucky bag medium maxed out, which is pretty cool. It looks like I get really this. Well, we get a good mix of stuff in each bag. All right, let's try to get this. This would probably be the last one. Okay, let's go for extra excellence, which means that when you select a high rarity potion, it's 20% chance of getting 500 gold against it. So we're encouraged in this way to get the high rarity potions, which is what I tends toward anyway. So let's go with let's go with Blitz Slash. And maybe we try something weird this time, just to mix up stuff, right? Turn on the ultimates. So instead of doing anything reasonable, let's go with all different things. Let's go Spring of Sticks. And then what? Fireball? Yeah, let's go with Fireball. And let's just see what happens when things fuse. So let's go with Expansion. And let's get Reaper 3, because it's early enough to be a good choice. Okay, let's refresh this and go with fire damage plus 10 over there in for 2. Even though we only have the 1 fire, we're going to do it anyway. Refresh this and get another Calamity 2. I have no idea if this will work at all, so we'll see what happens. Let's go Celerity 1. So we do have fire this time. It might make sense to go toward boil, but let's do curse, just in case we end up getting some more dark damage later. Okay, Singe 2. Sure. My decisions thus far have made things look very interesting out there. Let's do basic attack damage increase 1. All right. Attack plus 60. Luck plus 8. Sure, let's just get everything. Dark damage plus 10, light damage plus 20. Okay, we have 1060 left. So let's get refreshes, crit damage, and then skip. Let's do proliferate 3, scattershot 3, basic attack swift strike 2, chain blade 2. Let's double the number of fireball targets, infinite. Okay, let's refresh. And I think let's refresh again. Let's do basic attack overdrive 3. Let's get overdrive. Well, let's see. Hold on. Yeah, let's get overdrive 2. Scattershot 3. Chain blade 2. Okay, let's do fire damage plus 10 and refreshes plus 2. Chain blade 3. Scattershot 3. Let's do chain blade. Meteor rain deals 150% AoE fire damage across the entire battlefield. Cooldown of 20 seconds. Okay, let's refresh this. And refresh again. Take invert 2. Now we got Flux of Destiny or Timely Help. Let's get Timely Help. And refresh again. Overdrive Blowout 2. Overdrive Blowout 2 again. On wave 13 now. Let's use our last refresh. We get Celerity 2. Okay, we have some things here. Let's get the Fireball Potion for sure. And then let's get Refreshes plus 3. And let's get Dark Damage plus 10. We call, that's pretty good, that's pretty good. Do basic attacks for strike 2 over here. And I think we'll do Celerity again. Let's refresh this. And then Overdrive 3. Pretty sure I already have Reaping 3. I do. Okay, let's go with basic attack, rage regen 3 here this time. Nether Calamity 2. Pretty sure I already have. Yeah, okay. Definitely do. Let's go with Lucky Basic Attack 2. We've got a good bit of coins built up here. Let's get single target damage plus 30%. XP plus 3,000. We'll actually get all of these things. Attack plus 40, crit rate plus 6. Let's get refreshes plus 3. And then the crit rate plus 3%. And boom, let's refresh. Get refreshes. What else one do I want to do that? Or do I want to get the dark burn potion? You know what? You should get the dark burn potion. Okay, now let's get. Ooh, let's get, I'm not really sure which one we gotta get there. Let's look over here. Well, let's get Overdrive cheaper. Don't know if I have any embers yet. I think I don't. I do. I have number 2. Don't have number 3. I don't really need it. Don't think I have basic attack word. I don't. Let's get that. Basic attack word 3. We're early enough at level of 18. It may be acceptable there. Okay, so now basic attack. I want to do 3, sure. Grab that. Okay, Razor Edge 2, methinks. I don't love it though. Yeah, let's do it. Alright. Food 2 overdrive. But also, you put deep boil. Let's do boil. Domain of Stakes. Deals 150% dark AoE damage to all enemies, knocks back all enemies, and inflicts slow one. Cooldown of 20 seconds. That combined Fireball and Spring of Sticks says Spring of Sticks has a 20% chance to summon one meteor when hitting the enemy, so that's good. Meteors are pretty nice. Alright, let's see here. Now we can get another thing. Do we have, tornado would be dark damage. Maybe that's the way to go. Let's try it. Obtain. Okay, we have a little bit of gold built up again. I feel like we already have the dark burn going on, so let's get all the rest of these things. We got XP potion, refreshes, and I don't even have any light, so let's not get that. Let's go ahead and refresh at this point. Yeah, okay, so let's get XP plus 6,000, dark damage plus 20, and dark mastery plus 1. Let's get. Now, could get cavalry charge. Do I want cavalry? Yeah, let's get cavalry charge 1. Alright, let's get cavalry combo 2. Yes, cavalry combo 2. And then, this is a tricky thing here. What do I want from these options? Let's do cavalry rampage 3. Cavalry cooldown minus 1 second? Maybe. Or we could increase fire damage by 10% by getting Ember 2. Which one would be better? Let's go with Ember 2. Okay, let's get lucky money, even though it's fairly late in the game for that. Let's reduce some defense by 50, because I think that might be the best thing to do with the cavalry at this point. Make everything else be able to do a little bit more damage to it. We're on wave 22 out of 30 at the moment. Now we're at 23 out of 30. Let's go with overdrive blowout 3. Oh, you got this guy beating on our front door here. Okay, we have a lot of money at this point. So let's get the XP plus 6,000, refreshes plus 1, attack plus 60, and then refresh. Refreshes plus 3, attack plus 60. Physical mastery plus 1, sure. And then refresh. Let's do refreshes plus 2, attack speed plus 30, XP plus 3,000, and refresh. See here. Yeah, alright. Dark damage plus 30, XP plus 6,000. Crit rate, well, yeah, crit rate plus 6, and fire damage plus 10. I don't recall if we got the burning potion this time around or not. Let's get the XP plus 3,000 and the AoE damage plus 10%. And then refresh. Okay. Decisions. Let's get the XP plus 12,000. Okay, proliferate. Sure, let's do that. Of these options, I think I'll go with probably Fierce Impact 3. What we have going here? I mean, it's not great. We're on wave 26 right now. You know what? Let's refresh this. Let's get tornado effect duration and damage plus 20, probably. I don't know. We could do cavalry down -1 and damage plus 20. You know what? Let's do that instead. Need more of that defense knockdown. Let's get proliferate 3 and overdrive 3. Expansion 3. Infinite. On wave 28 at the moment. $29 now. I'm 30. Okay, so we have 2,640 coins to spend down there. Oh, we're on wave 30, so we're gonna have to spend it if we get a chance. Luck into extra attack. I've done that before, and my luck is only 18. However, neither of these things are particularly enticing, none of them. So, I'm going to refresh. Don't really love those things either, honestly. I suppose let's do that. I'd rather not. Let's just refresh. Okay, we'll do expansion 2. I don't want the Spring of Sticks potion. I don't have any light stuff. I do have some physical. It's not huge, but let's get it. Let's get the XP plus 3,000. And then refresh. Let's get the refreshes plus 3. Hit damage plus 30%. Don't have any light stuff going on, as mentioned. I do have some dark, so let's go ahead and get the Dark Mastery plus 1. And then refresh. We've got dark damage plus 10, fire damage plus 10, physical mastery plus 30, and then refresh. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, we can do attack plus 60, AoE damage plus 10. Let's do refreshes plus 1, or do I want to do the XP plus 3,000? Okay, let's do the XP plus 3,000 and see if we can make it. Let's do Cavalry Rampage 3. Oh, we're looking on this cavalry situation. Not it's particularly bad. Yeah, doubling the base number of cavalry would not be very helpful. There's 20% of crit damage into extra attack. What's our crit damage? 210%. I don't know that I love any of this stuff. Physical mastery, I have 15 points in. Increased physical damage a good bit. Yeah, okay. Let's go with that, I suppose. Now we have Crescent Blade. Triggers every 16 attacks, dealing 100% damage to all enemies on the battlefield, and increases basic attack damage by 50% for a duration. Duration of unknown quantity, apparently. Okay, cavalry. It's not so great, so let's just refresh. Do Sharp Burst 3. 120% fire damage to surrounding targets. It's kind of cool. Yeah, let's see. Do I want that? That would level that up to 19. Which isn't quite good enough. Cavalry Rampage. Could be good. Well, let's see. I'm gonna go with Cavalry Rampage 2. 20% fire damage to surrounding targets. That's pretty daggone nice. Don't know if I have that yet or not. Can't check. You know what? Let's just go with Sharp Thirst 3 and see what happens. Yeah. This boss guy is suck with it. Oh man, I've had enough to get some more potions from you? That would help. Okay. So, with 1,120. We don't have any light things here. We only have the dark, we don't have light. So let's go with rate plus 10%, single target damage plus 10%, and XP plus 3,000. Well, I suppose I didn't need to necessarily do that. Oh well, let's refresh. Why not? May as well use them all. And then rate plus 3%, and refresh. And luck is 4. Skip. Did all the things. And now we're on the points rush. It's not gonna be great, but that's alright. Pretty horrendous showing on this one, but that's good. Not my worst. Okay. So we ended up getting 1,398 points. One medium bag and 9 small bags. Didn't even make it high enough to get a huge bag. How sad. Top damage there was Fireball at 66%, followed by Spinner Sticks at 29%, then Blitz Slash at 2%, Tornado at 1%, and Cavalry Charge at 0%. Let's complete that. Alright, well that was entertaining. We did get 125 out of 150 possible small bags, 53 out of 60 medium bags, and 12 out of 20 lucky large bags. So I can't really complain. I think we did alright, all things considered. I'm going to have to call it a night, but I'll go ahead and check here a little bit, get me a background. That's 29,610 coins, 4,500 XP potions, 3 smoldering scales, a little bit of gear, 2 Beholden spirits, 160 lost legacy trophies, 163 conquest points, and 6 golden eggs. Excellent, excellent. Also, Root has some stuff. You use that smart purchase button and find out that there's nothing there that he has that you want. I did all those things, pretty sure. The only thing left is to check the arena and perhaps refresh that. Okay, we can try old Bacchus over here. France. Bacchus from France. 323,581 BP. And his monsters are of a similar amount. Let's auto-quite and see what happens here. I see that he also has arrogance. He has Hex and Born and Lady Mina. And that other guy there, whatever his name is. It's like Jonah. It's Jonah, right? Because no, that's just what I think. But his name may be like Lucius, huh? Let's see. Here he is. Lucius. Haha, Lucius. He has Exorcism. Loads the weapon with sanctified bolts, increasing damage by 30%, 20 seconds. basic attacks and pursuits deal an extra 120% damage one time. The next basic attack dispels up to 5 buffs from the target upon hit. When activated, dispels all damnations inflicted, and the hero won't be inflicted with damnation during the ultimate. So, beside him, we have Lady Mina. She has Eternal Darkness, continuously inflicts Blood Sigil and Immobilized State on up to 10 targets in range. After casting the ultimate, Lady Mina transforms into Phantom Dracula, dealing 220% piercing damage to something in the room. So that was bonus, 323,581 BP. Stats show that Lucius did almost all the damage, 1,540,750, followed by Cetrum at 902,711, and Arrogance at 632,245. We got 3 arena coins for that disaster there. It's good. Alright, well, let's try new ways to be defeated by Surge 1410 from Poland. His monsters have 331,642 BP. Let's give it a go and see what he's got here. I see Etru, Calypso, Hot Suit, someone I don't know who is, and a Raka. We threw out Etru first with limitless shots. During the skill effect, each basic attack fires 3 consecutive shots to one enemy, each dealing 80% damage, lasting for 25 seconds. During the ultimate, the hero's attack range becomes unlimited. Under attacks no longer prioritize airborne units. His Adriel is doing good work here. And then he put out a rocket gun with a spider stance. The hero evolves, expands attack range, increases damage by 50%, and does some other amazing things. So that was Surge 1410. He has 331,642 BP. Stats show that Etro did the most damage with 1,587,060, followed by Cetrum at 1,029,918. Very nice. And we got 3 arena coins for that. Alright, I'm going to call that for now, because it is almost 2 in the morning, and I must get some sleep. It was a pleasure streaming with all of you and chatting with you. Hope everyone had some fun. If you're not following me yet, be sure to follow me so that you can turn on notifications and see the next time that I go live. Hopefully, I'll be seeing you then. Until then, have a good time.